Hello friends, welcome into the Cowboys Report. We start with some news and rumors around the Dallas Cowboys, and we begin with whether or not Dak Prescott wanted Kellen Moore as the team's quarterback's coach. We're giving this one 3 stars because it does seem pretty likely that's what Dak wanted, and Dak himself actually said this. He says that he pushed for Kellen Moore to be the team's new quarterback's coach. Moore and Prescott have been with each other since Prescott joined the Dallas Cowboys, and Kellen Moore has the intelligence and the wherewithal to be a really good quarterback's coach. So Dak says he pushed for the hiring. So why isn't it 4 stars? Well, folks, maybe we shouldn't always take players and coaches at their word. Of course Dak says he wanted Moore as the quarterback's coach. What else is he going to say? Is he going to say, no, I don't like Kellen Moore, we never should have hired him, and immediately ruin that quarterback and coach relationship? Of course he's not going to do that. It does seem pretty likely, and I do believe that Dak wanted Kellen Moore, but let's not totally rule out this situation that maybe Dak wanted someone with a little bit more experience. I do think this is what Dak wanted, but let's not blindly follow and listen to what the coaches and players always say. Hello friends, I'm Tom Downey. Follow me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney for more Cowboys news, rumors, and all kinds of coverage. Today we've got more rumors and news coming up for you guys, plus a look at the top Cowboys draft picks since 2000. Today's show is brought to you by The Guild, a new concept in luxury hospitality based out of Austin, Texas, and they've also expanded to areas like Dallas. So if you're coming to Dallas, be it for a game next year or maybe for the NFL draft, you gotta stay with The Guild. Use promo code ChatSports for 15% off your stay with The Guild by visiting stayguild.com. You saw the stars earlier in our rumor section. Here's what they mean. 0 stars equals number of Eagles Super Bowl rings, which may change tonight. So if you have ideas for something different if the Philadelphia Eagles do win, get it in the comments section and we'll have to make a change if we need to. 1 star equals a small shred of truth. 2 stars means the people are talking. 3 stars means it's pretty likely that this rumor is going to come true. And 4 stars means that Des caught it, it happened, or it's going to happen. We'll keep it rolling with number 2 on our list. Is Dak Prescott cheering for the Patriots? This time, yes, he is. We're giving this one 4 stars. Prescott said he is not going to cheer for the Philadelphia Eagles. He is not going to cheer for another NFC East team. And frankly, I think this is exactly the right move for Dak Prescott. Do not cheer for the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl 52, folks. We don't want that. We definitely want to have the Eagles losing. A, we don't want to have to change our rumor-o-meter graphic. B, who here wants to deal with Eagles fans having won a Super Bowl? That's not something we want to have happen. Which brings us to our 3rd rumor, folks. And this is around former Cowboys cheering for the Eagles, Michael Irvin and DeMarcus Ware. 4 stars on this one again, folks. They've said they are cheering for the Philadelphia Eagles. Michael Irvin tweeted out that he did not want to have the Patriots get another Super Bowl. That's not what he wants to have happen. DeMarcus Ware, meanwhile, says he's going to cheer for the NFC, also doesn't want the Patriots to win. But, folks, this is not the right idea. This is not what we want to have happen. We do not want the Eagles to win their first Super Bowl. That's no fun. And as for the Patriots, we know it gets a little tiresome to hearing the Patriots always winning, but that's not what we want to have happen. But that brings us to a reaction poll, folks. Namely, who are you going to cheer for in Super Bowl 52? Give us a like if you're cheering for the Patriots, a wow face for the Eagles, or a laughing face for neither. Now, it pains me dearly to say, but I am going to be rooting for the Patriots. I do not want the Eagles to get a Super Bowl victory. A, I really don't want to think of something new for our graphic on the rumor-o-meter. And 2, I really don't want to deal with Eagles fans. That's going to be a little bit painful to have to deal with if Philadelphia wins a Super Bowl, their first one of all time. We'll get back to the rumors as you guys continue those votes in the comment section. Number 4, are the Cowboys risking letting David Irving walk? We're giving this one just 2 stars. It is firmly in the rumor category, and it's very much that people are talking right now about David Irving potentially leaving the Dallas Cowboys. Now, whole lot going on here, so we'll kind of break this down one by one. The latest on David Irving is that the Cowboys and Irving representatives have at least touched base. They've discussed it a little bit. Now, this is not a full-fledged contract negotiations. This is more like, hey, we're checking in. How you doing? Making sure that everything's going okay, because Stephen Jones has been vocal that he doesn't think a long-term deal is going to get done with David Irving. And we still think that's not going to be the case for this year. The Cowboys have yet to see David Irving play in all 16 games. So they're not really willing to give out a long-term deal with a bunch of guaranteed money. And that does make sense because you want to see him play all 16 games. On the flip side, for David Irving, he wants to get paid like he's productive in all 16 games. So that's where the difference comes in contracts. Now, there's been a lot of buzz that the Cowboys could use a second-round tender on David Irving, and that would actually risk losing him if a team comes through with a big money offer. The flip side is, Irving's agent said that, quote, "We're not going to sign a long-term tender deal with another team just because they're paying more than the $3 million tender, which is the amount that comes with the second-round tender. Rather than do that, he will play in Dallas for one more season and bet on himself." I think that's a good thing for the Cowboys and David Irving. This is not a guy you want to leave or risk losing if he plays the way we know he can. We saw how good he was in limited production this year. I want to see him play all 16 games. Then maybe the Cowboys can work out a more long-term deal. There's been some buzz about the Cowboys higher-ups in the front office not fully trusting David Irving because he's missed time, because he had the suspension, because he had the concussion, which unfortunately does bring in some real concerns about his long-term health and prognosis. But two big names in the Cowboys front office and coaching staff are very high on David Irving. Will McClay, who's almost the GM, he's right alongside Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones when it comes to making personnel decisions. And Will McClay is the guy who found David Irving off the Chiefs practice squad. And Rod Marinelli, who is a big fan of David Irving. So 2 stars for now, firmly in the rumor category when it comes to David Irving potentially leaving the Dallas Cowboys. Get to number 5 on our list here. Did Dallas restructure La'el Collins' deal? Yes, they did. This one is 4 stars. It is a fact. The Cowboys have redone Collins' deal, although it's not really going to have a dramatic impact on the Cowboys or on their salary cap situation. They ended up tweaking it. So they took $150,000 of his salary into a signing bonus. That gets spread out over 2 years, so they free up about $75K in salary cap space. It's not a lot, but it is something for the Cowboys to have as they work through extensions, re-signing players, and free agency as well. We'll keep it rolling in kind of the more news section of today's news and rumors roundup. At number 6, Terrell Owens makes the Hall of Fame as Everson Walls comes up short. 4 stars on this one as well. It's the farthest Walls has advanced, but it wasn't enough for him to get into the Hall of Fame, while Terrell Owens rightfully makes the Hall of Fame for the first after coming up short in previous efforts. Everson Walls came up just short. For this, he's advanced, but it wasn't enough. Also worth mentioning, Walls is not in the Cowboys' Ring of Honor. That's probably something the Cowboys might want to change, because it's tough for the Pro Football Hall of Fame to say, hey, you're going to have to make our Hall of Fame, but why aren't you in your team's Hall of Fame? So I think that's some issues there that could have led to Walls coming up just short.